Get your cafecito ready. This is going to be a ride.
We all care about our communities and the people in them, but some go above and beyond the role of good friend and good neighbor.
They come out, they mess it up, and I redo it again.
What are you doing here? Shh. She might be listening to us.
Good evening, and welcome to the 6th Annual Suncoast Student Production Awards presentation. My name is Frances Hernandez, and I am the first Vice President of the Suncoast chapter. To everybody here from Puerto Rico, bienvenidos. Buena suerte. Before we begin, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the University of Miami for hosting today's event. Thank you all for joining us. The purpose of the Student Production Awards is to recognize outstanding undergraduate college and high school students' achievements in television production in the chapter's designated award region. For winning entries, a crystal pillar will be awarded to the university or the high school. Students responsible for the production will each receive a nomination or a win certificate. The high school recipients will automatically advance to the national awards competition, which is really cool. Those honorees will be announced at a live event to be scheduled in the fall of 2024. The work of our students continues to set a new standard of excellence each and every year, letting us know the future of our industry is definitely in great hands. We're delighted to be here with all of you today as we're about to celebrate some of the brightest and most talented, soon-to-be industry professionals. It is through the dedication and support of your teachers and advisors that you're able to achieve excellence. And part of the reason why we're here celebrating you, so let us give your advisors and parents a warm round of applause. Thanks for your dedication and continued support. Now, a few housekeeping rules to address. The Suncoast Student Production Award entries are judged against a standard of excellence and not against each other. There may be one recipient, more than one recipient, or no recipient at all in any given category. For this evening's event, categories are combined for presentation purposes. If no recipient is announced, it means that there were none awarded for that specific category. We encourage you to follow the program booklet, which is done in show order. Only recipients whose name is called can come up to accept the award. If the recipient is absent, the advisor may accept the award on their behalf. Most importantly, if you are part of a group, please select one person as your designated speaker. And we request that your acceptance speech be no longer than 15 seconds. We will shut down, the microphone, something like that to let you know. If your entry is announced, please come forward to the right side of the stage to make your acceptance speech. When you leave the podium, pick up the pillar for your school from Carla McDonald. At the end of the presentation, the advisors may pick up the certificates from Carla as well. Schools may refer to the fact that they are recipients of a NATA Student Production Awards, but may not use the Emmy name or replica of the Emmy figure in any form of commercial, advertising, promotion, or social media. Let's have some fun with social media this evening. Follow us on social, #Suncoast SP Awards. We're also streaming the show, and the link can be found on our homepage, suncoastchapter.org. Please tag your post with #2024 Suncoast SPA. Finally, it's important to remember that just being nominated is a great honor. Thank you all. Congratulations to all the nominees once again. Now, before we introduce our distinguished guests from the University of Miami School of Communications, we'd like to play a short video.
In this relay race of life, we're all connected.
And how we use those connections can impact the world around us.
There's a certain energy with your first step on campus.
A pulse of collaboration that connects student to student.
A rush that comes from working on campaigns for real clients.
Here, you're guided to mastery and are given a chance to express yourself.
With professors who mentor you through interactive experience.
And by seeing your work on the big screen,
feel empowered to debate your ideas.
and broadcast what you see in your world to the entire world.
We are visual storytellers and innovators narrating our past and our future.
So, what connects us?
What inspires us?
Communication does.
Communication challenges us to stand up for what we believe in.
Impacts and engages us.
Moves us.
Helps us code our future.
Communication informs our community.
Please join me in welcoming Professor Antonio Mora, Wolfson Chair, the Miami Hurricane and UMTV Advisor.
Thank you, Francis. Welcome, everybody, to the University of Miami and to the Cosford Theater. We are delighted to have you back here again for the Suncoast production, for the Student Production Awards. I know many of you have had the chance tonight to tour our facilities, our broadcast facilities. I hope you enjoyed the tour. They're terrific facilities, unmatched pretty much anywhere around the country. I believe we have a strong claim to being the best, or certainly one of the top broadcast journalism schools in the country, and I hope those of you who are high school students will consider coming here and joining us soon. The Suncoast chapter of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences has been a great friend to the University of Miami and the School of Communication for a long time, for many decades. It's a collaboration that runs very deep and that has really supported our students in a wide variety of ways. So it is great to have them here whenever they want to come. Today's Student Production Awards encourage the pursuit of excellence in video production and celebrate the accomplishment of university and high school students in television journalism and other TV content areas throughout the Suncoast region, which includes Florida, Louisiana, Puerto Rico, and parts of Georgia and Alabama. I will be very brief, although as someone who has spent his whole career being paid to speak, it's kind of against my religion to be brief. A quick story, as you probably know, college students get to evaluate their professors. And a few years ago, one student wrote in an evaluation that I talk too much. I guess that student agrees with my wife. I thought that was college professors are supposed to do, but today I promise I won't. It is an honor for me to participate in an event that grants scholarships to deserving and hardworking students and that celebrates the next generation of professionals in our industry. And I really urge you to stick with it. I was a practicing attorney before I became a broadcast journalist, and I can't tell you what a difference it made in my life. I loved going to work every day. I love going to work every day now, teaching the journalists of the future. As someone who worked for decades as a national and local television news anchor and correspondent, I know this is an important calling. We are in an era of journalistic transformation where many of your peers get their news from unvetted and unedited social media. It is a time where journalism is under attack, where trust in media is at new lows. So as a result, strong journalism and credible, dedicated journalists have never been more important to the functioning and to the health of American society. So again, I really urge you to stick with it. We need students and journalists like you. Again, welcome to UM. We are thrilled to have you. Congratulations to all of you who were nominated and to the scholarship recipients. And as one of our greatest broadcast journalists, Edward R. Murrow, used to say, good night and good luck.
Mr. Mora, come back. We have something for you. Carla, I'd like to invite now to the podium Carla McDonald, our wonderful executive director. Without her, none of these could go as nice as it goes. On behalf of the Suncoast Chapter Board of Governors, we would like to present you with this plaque for the School of Communication as a gesture of our gratitude for their ongoing commitment and support of our Student Production Awards programs and initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now let's get started with the show. That's what you're here for, right? Let's welcome our first presenter of the evening, Sandra Peebles. Best luck to all of you nominees.
Hi, everyone. Let's get to the good part. I'm so thrilled to be here with you. I'm Sandra Peebles, and I see that many of you here are, if this isn't your first time, I'm honored to be in this room with so many talented young people and the excitement for the future. So let's get right with the program. I want to congratulate all of our nominees for the dedication and hard work in pursuit of excellence in broadcast journalism. Your strong work, your ethic, imagination, and creativity really have stood out in these submissions, and for that, you should all be very proud. So let's get started. I'm going to remind you, there may be one recipient, more than one recipient, or no recipient at all in any given category. We begin with categories 2 and 3, college, news report, serious news, and light news. The nominees are Pitbull ban lifted in Miami-Dade after 34 years, University of Miami, UMTV. En peligro nuestros manglares, nuestros mangles. Universidad de Sagrado Corazón, San Juan, Puerto Rico. Hacienda Buenavista, Universidad de Sagrado Corazón, San Juan. Relatos de una huérfana, Universidad del Sagrado Corazón, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And Harper's Race, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Awards goes to En Peligro Nuestros Mangles. Kelvin Colomba Rodríguez, Diego González Rodríguez, Gabriel Torres, Juan Diego Martín, Advisor José Rodríguez Chiclana, Universidad del Sagrado Corazón, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And we'd like to congratulate.
El Bosque Estatal de Aguirre es un parque subtropical seco que pertenece al Departamento de Recursos Naturales y se localiza entre los municipios de Guayama y Santa Isabel, y en algún momento contó con una extensión de manglares de sobre 2.464 cuerdas. Sin embargo, en los últimos años se ha reportado un deterioro significativo en los mangles.
And we would like to congratulate the recipient. The next award goes to Hacienda Buenavista, Kelvin Colomba Rodríguez, Gabriel Torres, Diego González Rodríguez, Advisor, José Rodríguez Chiclana, Universidad del Sagrado Corazón.
Pudiera parecer a simple vista un puente peatonal, pero realmente es un puente de agua, un acueducto en donde se redirige el río Canas para entonces dar el poder hidráulico, ¿no? La fuerza hidráulica, que es la que entonces a través de principalmente una rueda hidráulica va a mover dos de las maquinarias importantes para el beneficiado del café, y eventualmente cuando el agua se termina de usar en esas ruedas, continúa el canal y entonces le da la fuerza hidráulica con una turbina única en el mundo, entonces a un molino de maíz capaz de producir algunas 600 libras de maíz picado por hora.
Congratulations to the recipient. The award also goes to Relatos de una huérfana, Ariana Ortiz Figueroa, Gabriel Torres, Advisor, José Rodríguez Chiclana, Universidad del Sagrado Corazón.
Yo me hacía la que me dormía, esperaba y me iba para el closet, prendía la luz, cerraba la puerta y me escondía con un libro a leer a los 7 años.
Estamos hablando de Raishmar Carrillo, una joven que creció en hogares de crianza del departamento de la familia y aunque en su crecimiento enfrentó obstáculos, su historia la llenó de valor para compartirla con el mundo y escribir el libro Relatos de una huérfana.
El libro inició como una experiencia que yo recordaba y terminó como una experiencia que yo escribía bajo mis propios términos y de una manera más justa.
Congratulations to the recipient. And the award also goes to Harper's Race, Ryan Marshall, Advisor Edward Julby, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
Anderson Race Park in Southwest Florida is home to some of the fastest underage drivers in the state. One of those drivers is 7-year-old Harper Gage, and she loves racing and driving fast. Really fast.
My favorite part about it is going in the straightaways. I go whole speed and passing people. It gets me excited.
Harper has spent much of her life on the track, and for her, racing was love at first sight.
Well, I guess, thank you for this. Thank you to Professor Joby for allowing me to get the equipment over the summer to go film a story that is not in Miami and was in Tampa. And kind of for working with me throughout the whole process of how to fine-tune it and make it the best story it could possibly be. Thank you.
Our next category, 2, High School News Report Serious News. And the nominees are HB 49, Affecting Teenagers Academics, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. Israel, American Heritage School, Broward, WAHS News, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Cayens House, Belen Jesuit Preparatory, Miami, Florida. Shooting Survivor, Sulphur High School, Sulphur, Louisiana. And finally, Benji, Belen Jesuit Preparatory, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to HB 49, Affecting Teenagers Academics, Carlos Soto Angulo, Andrew Arndt, Gabe Fraga, Aiden Galan, Matthew Quesada, Jason Fernandez, Thomas Darut, Advisors Omar Delgado, Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
I work to help my family out so that my mom doesn't have to worry about paying for my college and for my car.
According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, 30.5% of 16 to 19-year-olds like JP have a part-time job, but he has 2.
I work at Flanagan's and Publix. So yeah, I started working when I was in 8th grade. It's really stressful.
That's why there's controversy surrounding this bill. You see, HB 49 is a new legislation that would allow 16 and 17-year-olds to work 40-hour work weeks, an increase from the previous 30 hours. giving them opportunities to earn more money by putting in more hours.
I want to say thank you to everybody who helped me with this story, the whole team. I also want to thank my advisors, Mr. Omar Delgado and Mrs. Cristina Insua. Thank you so much.
We now present Category 4, Multimedia Journalist College, MMJ. The nominees are The Fight to Save the Florida Panther, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida, and UF Turf Team, University of Florida, WUFT TV, Gainesville, Florida. The Student Production Awards goes to UF Turf Team, Chris Will, Advisor, Harrison Hove, University of Florida, WUFT TV, Gainesville, Florida.
It's Saturday, it's the South, and it's SEC football in the Swamp. And it all starts right here. Under the lights, not Saturday night, but long before kickoff.
They do their job, and we have done our job. They come out, they mess it up, and I redo it again.
Stephen Peters is a part of the Florida Gators turf team, an elite squad tasked with maintaining and designing each competition field at the University of Florida.
Congratulations to the recipient. We move on now in Category 4 to High School Multimedia Journalist, MMJ. And the nominee is Bill 49 brings new opportunities for high school dropouts, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Award goes to Bill 49 brings new opportunities for high school dropouts, Sebastian Broach. Advisors, Omar Delgado y Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live.
Meet Bryce Casas. He entered the workforce full-time, a little younger than most people.
Knowing that I'm like giving something back to society, it's amazing.
Bryce is a full-time plumber. He, along with 3% of other high schoolers, dropped out of school to pursue a career and escape a negative future.
I mean, it's either that or I'm going to jail, or I wasn't on the right path doing what I was doing at that age, rather learn how to do something good, productive.
Since he's only 17 though, Florida law has only allowed Bryce to work up to 30 hours legally, but a new bill might change that.
I'd like to thank my advisors, Mr. Omar Delgado, Ms. Cristina Insua, and I'd also like to thank my rock, my everything, my mom, Mama Broach. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much.
Mama Broach, I just love that. I had to say something. And we move on to Category 5, High School Video Essay. And the nominee is Cultural Costume Sensitivity, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Award goes to Cultural Costume Sensitivity. Andrew Arendt, Carlos Soto Angulo, Jason Fernandez, Rodolfo Gonzalez. Advisors, Omar Delgado and Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School.
It's my favorite time of the year. It's Halloween, but I'm not gonna get any candy if I'm looking like this. Much better. But wait, is this culturally appropriate? Halloween has been around for about 2,000 years. It started as a Celtic tradition called Samhain, aimed at warding away ghosts. Since then, it's been less about scaring away spooks and more about being someone else for your day and getting as much candy as you possibly can. But can dressing up like this take away from the fun? You see, we live in a world that is much more culturally aware than ever before, especially with social media, where our choice of costume can be widely spread throughout the internet in an instant. So even if it wasn't intended to be offensive, somebody can take it that way. I want to thank our advisors over at CCNN, my parents, but most importantly, Jason Fernandez. He's beside me for every one of these commentaries, and this wouldn't have happened without him. So thank you guys.
Category 3, High School News Report, Light News, and the nominees are Josie Neri, Our Lady of Lourdes Academy, Miami, Florida, Watering the Future, the Power of Hydroponic, I should say. Miami Senior High School, Miami, Florida. Jurassic Genius, Celebrating Differences at Christopher Columbus High School. Fear-Filled Festival, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live. Art of Opportunity, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. Fishing with America's Finest, NSU University School, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Waterway Cleanup, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay, Television, Weston, Florida. It Takes a Village of Poets, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay Television, Weston, Florida. And Spirit of the Season, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Awards goes to Watering the Future, The Power of Hydroponic Farming, Alessandro de Palma, Álvaro Ramírez, Guillermo Quinteros, Miguel Chaurio, advisor Miguel Amaya, Miami Senior High School, Miami, Florida.
With their hydroponic system, they produce 3 times more than traditional farms. Hydroponic farming is a method in which vegetables grow by floating over water using a styrofoam base. At Greenlight Farms, their pools contain approximately 150,000 gallons of water per pool, revolutionizing traditional farming.
This particular system is specifically designed to produce baby greens, arugula, baby green leaf, baby red leaf, and it's also designed to specifically produce head production, so butterhead lettuce. We have some different types of Lolo red lettuce.
Rather than your normal farm, these baby greens are grown with the power of water.
Firstly, I'd like to thank our incredible advisor, Mr. Maya, everybody to our team, and to mi papa, muchas gracias for always being here. And this is our first time being here, but this won't be our last. Thank you.
The next award goes to Jurassic Genius, Celebrating Differences at Columbus. Andrew Aaron, Carlos Soto Angulo, Nicholas Davals, Matthew Quesada, Gabe Fraga, Jason Fernandez, Juan Pablo Piña, advisors. You're going to hear this many times. Omar Delgado, Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
Life can be challenging as it is, but Columbus freshman Juan Pablo Piña goes through his day-to-day facing a whole different set of challenges than most.
Autism has essentially been with me since I was born.
JP is one of 75 million people currently diagnosed with autism, a spectrum disorder known as ASD, which causes problems with communication. So, people with the disorder are sometimes misunderstood.
You just got like... The reason I love dinosaurs is because it stems from this love of animals. It's just like so insane. It's like a sci-fi movie come to life pretty much.
I want to give a huge shout out to JP. He's back there in the crowd. JP, you're one of the bravest people I've ever met for letting us tell this story. So thank you, man. Really appreciate it.
So exciting, it left you wanting to watch more. The award also goes to Fear-Filled Festival, Christopher Gonzalez, Abby Suarez, Morgan Lewis, Nico Oliva, Sebastian Broach, Brandon Piñeiro, advisor Omar Delgado, Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami.
House of Horror, what it really is, it's a celebration of everything Halloween, right? We have, not only do we have 4 unique haunted houses, we have, all our favorite guilty pleasures, the carnival food, and it's really an all-out Halloween experience.
And the House of Horror strikes fear into all those who dare to step in.
Yes, I was scared. I went in there and I started crying. Like the people coming out of corners and with the knife, like with the butcher knives and all the etc. I get scared and I want to cry.
Hi, Mom. I just wanted to thank everyone who helped out on this package and my advisors, Omar Delgado and Ms. Cristina Silva again. Thank you so much.
There's one more award. Fishing with America's Finest, Dylan Polyakov, Benjamin Chitta, advisor Daniel Swerdlow, NSU University School, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
The transition from the battlefield to civilian life is an ongoing struggle for most of our military veterans. Captain Neil, the owner of Fishing with America's Finest, remembers the first chance he had to help a war veteran.
We met for the first time, and as I shook hands, I noticed that he didn't make eye contact with me. And you could clearly see there was a tremendous amount of weight on this young man.
To help veterans cope with non-military life, Captain Neil created Fishing with America's Finest.
My idea was to introduce fishing, the outdoors, nature.
I'd like to give a big shout out to my parents. Thank you for always supporting me, and my advisors, Mr. Kotzert and Mr. Swerdlow. And thank you to Dylan, who has always done packages with me. Couldn't have done this without you. Thank you very much.
We now move on to Category 6, College Nonfiction Short Form, and the nominees are Réplicas de Fuego, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico; The 12th Man, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida; Fishtail, The Last Best Place, University of Central Florida, Orlando, Florida; The Biggest Airport That Never Was, University of Miami, UMTV; Sin Acceso, Universidad del Sagrado Corazón, San Juan, Puerto Rico; and COMU, or COMU, 40 años de historia, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA, WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. And the Student Production Awards goes to Réplicas de Fuego, Natacha Pacheco, advisor Andrew Hernandez, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
Realmente yo no sabía cómo era que él había venido afectado de la guerra, y mientras estuvimos en el noviazgo todo era normal hasta que empecé a convivir con él como pareja y le daban los flashbacks de la guerra y fueron momentos bien difíciles de vivir, muy difíciles.
Congratulations to the recipient. The Student Production Award also goes to The 12th Man, Emmanuel Nacarato, advisor Edward Julby, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
When you look inside Hard Rock Stadium on game day, you'll see what looks like a bunch of Hurricane fans. But one fan in particular stands out from the crowd.
Yeah, I actually see him every game. He's dressed in the whole football outfit. I love that guy.
That guy's name is Shelton Dolphin, and even though he's been dressing up like this for 14 years, it wasn't until this season that he got some national attention.
Miami's 9 drives, 7 touchdowns. You gotta be committed to wear that, man. That's a real fan right there. I don't care what anybody said.
But to understand why Shelton does this, we've got to go back to the beginning. Shelton's mom bought him and his older brother Wayne their very first Canes tickets back in the 80s. First, I would like to thank my parents for putting me in such an amazing school, University of Miami. I also want to take a moment to thank my advisors, Professor Tweddle and Professor Julby, for helping me make this how it turned out really, really well. And shout out to CCHS, my old alma mater. They're doing great today as well, so thank you guys.
The next award goes to Fishtail, The Last Best Place, Zoe Hefner. Advisor, Betsy Kalin, University of Central Florida, Orlando.
I'd like to tell you, as I remember, what Fishtail has really been like the years I've been here. It's a wonderful place to live, and everybody takes care of you and watches out for you and makes sure that you are part of the activities here. You have no privacy. If you don't know what you're doing when you get up in the morning, don't worry about it. In a small town, your neighbors can tell you what you're doing.
I would first like to thank my cast and crew for all their help. I really could not have made this film without them. And I'd like to thank my advisor, Betsy Kalin, for being so amazing throughout this process. Thank you.
The award also goes to COMU, o C-O-M-U, 40 años de historia, Yamalis Lugo, Jaxaili Torres, Yamilis Rivera, Julián Valle, Neishka Velázquez, Advisor Anilín Díaz, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA, WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico.
Ya llegué a mi casa y encontré ese recorte pequeñito en mi cuarto que mi mamá había recortado porque no quería que yo me fuera. Pues, ¿verdad? Presión de madre, solicité y ya para agosto, que iban a empezar las clases una semana antes, me llamó la secretaria y me dijo, usted no vino a la entrevista, pero usted está interesado todavía. Venga a la entrevista, uno nunca sabe, ¿verdad? Pues vine a la entrevista, entrevistó el profesor Miguel Rivera y me dijo, no puede salir de aquí sin firmar el contrato. Así que yo firmé el contrato sin pensarlo y voy a estar 6 meses ahí y después me voy.
Thank you, Natas. Thank you to all my group. Thank you to my advisor. This is a gift to our department, to UBRA, and to our founder, who was mentioned there, Miguel Rivera, because it's thanks to him that we're here. Viva Comu!
Now we move on to Category 7, College Nonfiction Long Form. And the nominees are Tripandero, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA, WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Focus on the Florida Everglades, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. Runway Rivals pilot, University of Florida, UFTV, and in Gainesville, Florida. The Lucky Few, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Awards goes to Tripandero, Paulina Medina, Javier Román, Kevin Seguí, Nicolás Torres, Yamalis Lugo, Yaxaili Torres, Cristina Vélez, Daviana Rivera, Dalibel Rivera, Alondra Cuevas, Kenneth Sánchez, Mario Vargas, Yamilis Rivera, Fabiana Zapata, Julián Valle, Advisor Anilín Díaz, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. ¡Felicidades!
¿Quién soy yo? Pues alguien que le gusta variedad de cosas. Me gusta la música, me gusta el arte, me gusta el deporte. Fui jugadora de balompié por 15 años. Empecé a jugar balompié a los 44, paré cuando me tuve que detener a los 60. Así que mi vida es un poquito de muchas cosas. Me gusta la música clásica, canté en coros de ópera. Bailo bomba porque cogí varios años de coger clases de bomba con Marien Torres en Tamboyé. Así que soy como que un montón de cositas.
I want to thank Nata for the opportunity, and I'm so happy for this award. Our group sacrificed everything in a week to make the documentary happen. Thank you to God, firstly, to the University of Puerto Rico Arecibo campus, to all the students, and our advisor, Anilín Díaz. Especially, I want to thank to the 3 women to share with us their testimony. Thank you.
And also focus on the Florida Everglades. Embrick Isles, Anna Kuhn, Caitlin Kucharski, Finn Wilson, Ryan Marshall, Daryl Barnes, Harvey Duplock. Advisors, Boriana Treadwell, Ben Ezzi, Edward Julby, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
Before it was the place to go for airboat tours and seeing wild gators, well before becoming the largest environmental restoration project in history, this was the Everglades. A massive unmarked piece of land that early explorers called uninhabitable.
When the first Spanish came in the 16th century, they immediately told the king that it was liable to overflow and of no use. It was swampland.
The Swamp. That's the title of the book Grunwald wrote in 2007 about the Everglades. It's a title that represents the negative attitude people initially had towards the area.
Just wanted to thank our advisor, Boreana Treadwell. It was her idea to do this whole special, and we got really into it, and it was probably the best thing that I've ever put together at this school and wouldn't have been possible without her or this entire team here with me. Thank you to Professor Julby as well, and just thank you to UM for giving us all these resources to do all this great work. Thank you, guys.
And also goes to focus. Oh, we already went with the Florida Everglades. You'll take another one. Why not? No, actually, we move on to the next category. And the next category is 12 college fiction short form. The nominees are Contra la Marea, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. The Pinball Witch, University of Florida College of Journalism and Communications, Gainesville, Florida. Algún día pasará, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. And the Student Production Awards goes to Contra la Marea, Naomi Diaz, advisor Andrew Hernandez, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
¿Qué vamos a hacer? Todavía no sé. Están hablando de ti en todos lados. Ven para casa de papi. Yo te ayudo. María, eso puede poner la vida de ustedes en peligro. Lo sé. Pero estoy dispuesta a pagar el precio.
Congratulations to the recipient. The award also goes to the Pinball Witch, Nadia Cox, Teresa DeAngelo, Ty Capolini, Isabella Nielsen, Sean Bonnet, advisor Imam Zawahiri, University of Florida College of Journalism and Communications, Gainesville, Florida.
Pac-Man's to the right. You seem a little lost.
What? I'm here to play pinball.
Oh, you must be new here. What's your name?
Alyssa?
Hi, Alyssa. Silence!
Congratulations to the recipient. Now for categories 6, 7, and 12, high school nonfiction short form, long form, and fiction short form. The nominees are Sunrise Therapy, Miami Montage High School Summer Program at the University of Miami, Miami, Florida. March to Macy's, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School at Parkland, Florida. Remedy, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. And the Student Production Award goes to Remedy, Lucas Gonzalez, Melissa Azarito, Victoria Damaso, Riley Walsh, advisor Eric Gardner, Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, Parkland, Florida.
One day when I'm really old and I could drive like my sister, I'm gonna have the coolest truck, a monster truck, super tall and big wheels, and it's gonna be blue. Leo, can I have a blue I can use? Thanks.
Is your sister sleepy all the time? Wanna come play, Kara?
I'm really tired. Sorry, bud.
I'd like to thank all my crew and my family who have always supported me, especially through this project, and just everyone who's able to give a helping hand. My advisor, and of course, Natus, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much.
For categories 9 and 10, college, arts, entertainment, cultural affairs, and magazine program, the nominees are Carnaval de la Puntilla, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA WebTube, Arecibo, Puerto Rico. Hometown Heroes, Spring 2023 edition, University of Miami, UMTV. And the Student Production Award goes to Hometown Heroes, Spring 2023 edition, Embrick Isles, Maddie Basalik, Anna Kuhn, Caitlin Kucharski, Daryl Barnes, and the advisor is Boriana Treadwell Ben Ezzi from the University of Miami, UMTV.
We all care about our communities and the people in them, but some go above and beyond the role of good friend and good neighbor. These are people who make positive change, work tirelessly for the benefit of others, and shine a beacon of light in their small corner of the world. We call them hometown heroes. When they see a problem, they fix it. When they recognize a need, they fill it. And when they hear a cry for help, they answer it. These are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Their mission? To change the world. And these are their stories.
Thank you again to Professor Treadwell for the idea. Great, great one as well. But also thank you so much to all the people in the community who let us tell their stories and really just showcasing the good that people do. I think a lot of the time we get caught up in the negative. So it's great, especially in journalism, to be able to focus on the positive. And that's why I really love this special.
Our next category, 18, high school commercial. The nominees are Welcome to Columbus, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live. SAM On Demand, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live. Sunset Eyewear Sunglasses commercial, Christopher Columbus High School. Represent the Sea, Christopher Columbus High School. Dorito Story, St. Brendan High School, Miami, Florida. Poppy Soda Fruity, St. Brendan High School, Miami, Florida. And the award goes to, and the Student Production Award goes to Dorito Story, Valentino Vasquez, Rocco Dos Santos, Nicolas Oropesa, Filippo Guerra, Lucas Gancedo, advisor Andres Uzcategui, St. Brendan High School. Congratulations to the recipient. And for categories 14 and 16, college, sports, story, or segment, and live sporting event game, the nominees are The Rise of Equestrian Air Vests, University of Miami, UMTV, Southwestern versus LSU women's basketball, ESPN and broadcast, ESPN Plus, I should say, broadcast 11/17/23, Southeastern Louisiana University, the Southeastern Channel, Hammond, Louisiana. And the Student Production Award goes to Southeastern versus LSU women's basketball. Jermaine Kelly Jr., Ian Nickel, Brendan Smith, Kendrick Allen, Juliette Vincent, Jules Dormain, Carson Fryu, Embre Perry, Eric Brignac, Alexis Genovese, Boglarka Sordas, Chase Gisbert, Natalie Kelly, Mackenzie Fletcher, advisor John Cefudo, Southeastern Louisiana University, the Southeastern Channel, Hammond, Louisiana.
Tonight, the Southeastern Lady Lions will play host to the reigning national champions, LSU Tigers. I'm Chase Gisbert alongside Natalie Kelly. And Natalie, last year, the Lady Lions gave LSU some trouble in Baton Rouge, only losing that one by 8. Tonight, they'll try to make it 2 losses in 5 games in the early going for LSU.
The Lady Lions gave LSU a run for their money last season, only lost by 8. Like you said, Alexius Horn had a career night of 28 points. Southeastern played tough, and they had a lot of transition points, and they finished well around the rim. And ultimately, they stuck to their defense and worked to keep the post out of the paint, but LSU came alive in that second half.
And congratulations to the recipient. Our next and final category that I'll be presenting is category 14, high school, sports, story, or segment. And the nominee is Dual Threats, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live. The Student Production Award goes to Dual Threats, Nicholas Dovales, Andrew Arendt, Thomas Arut, Gabe Fraga, Adriano Boutros, Nico Oliva, Jason Fernandez, advisors Omar Delgado, Cristina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live.
I think my relationship with Cameron has been one hell of a ride. We started off as kind of menaces. We had to be separated in class because I think we would bicker too much.
But as the brothers grew, they became each other's strength through sports.
There's always been like a level of competition between us, but sports has just like emphasized it a lot. I mean, it made us both better people 100%.
And this bond serves as an inspiration for their teammates.
They bring two worlds together. Their love for each other has really been a staple for us in our program because our guys are starting to love each other more like brothers. I think they are the perfect example of dual threat athletes that not only succeed on the field, but off the field as well.
Thank you to my parents for supporting me these 3 years so far at CCNN. Thank you to my advisors, Mr. Delgado, Mrs. Insua, Ms. Daniela Rodriguez, and big shout out to Nick Dovales. He helped me edit this late at night up to like 12 or 1, making many rough drafts and to make what it is today. So thank you guys.
Well, congratulations to all the award recipients so far and to all the nominees. Keep going, keep dreaming, please. I can't wait to see you guys on television and working as professionals. You all deserve it. And now it is my great pleasure to welcome to the podium Mia Lorenzo with exciting news about this year's Suncoast Scholarship Awards.
Hello, everybody. Each year, the Suncoast chapter offers scholarships to graduating high school seniors and college and university students who reside within the Suncoast region, which includes the state of Florida, the state of Louisiana, the Mobile, Pensacola market area, and Puerto Rico. Over the last 8 years, we have granted over $500,000 in scholarships to worthy students. This year alone, we awarded around $56,000 to 13 qualifying students. If you are one of the 13 students, please stand. Come on. Congratulations. Congratulations to the 2024 Suncoast Scholarship Award recipients. This year, the Suncoast chapter awarded Billy Brightman with a $10,000 Bob Barron Scholarship, a special award given to a student who embodies enterprising journalism and innovation in the industry. Billy's accomplishments and extensive experience early in her career, as well as her reliability and humble nature, are exemplary and admired by her peers and mentors. Her professors describe her as intelligent and inquisitive, and her impressive work ethic inside and outside the classroom positions her among a select few. Being laser focused, I believe, is her superpower. She knows who she is, why she's on this path, and what she will contribute to the field of journalism. Billy, come join me. On behalf of the Suncoast Chapter and Scholarship Committee, we pleasantly present you with this wonderful plaque in the legacy of Bob Barron's. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much to the entire Suncoast chapter for awarding me with this amazing scholarship that'll help me continue my journey here at the University of Miami. And thank you to my advisors, Professor Treadwell and Ben Ezzi, who have been amazing in letting me take advantage of every opportunity. And of course, thank you to my mom and grandma for supporting me every step of the way. Thank you.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce our next presenter in the afternoon, Lauren Pastrana.
Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you all of you for being here. Good evening and welcome to the next portion of the Suncoast Student Production Awards. I am Lauren Pastrana, the evening news anchor at CBS News Miami, and I am honored this evening to be here with all of you incredibly talented young people to celebrate your well-deserved achievements. So let's proceed this evening. We're going to continue now with Category 19, College, Animation, Graphics, Special Effects. The nominees are Bubblehead, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, The Male Gator, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, and Abuela Querida, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. The Student Production Award goes to Abuela Querida, Adriana Fonseca, advisor Yamel Figueroa, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Congratulations to the recipient. Now to Category 19, High School Animation Graphics Special Effects. The nominees are CCNN Live Graphics Reel 2023-2024, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. Trials of 12, Episode 8, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida. Trials of 12, Episode 13, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Awards go to CCNN Live's Graphics Reel 2023-2024, Jason Fernandez, Sebastian Broch, Nicolas Dovales, Alejandro Broch, Andrew Arendt, and advisors Omar Delgado and Christina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
Let's be honest, people love to be entertained, and the face of entertainment has changed a lot throughout history. Recently, there's been a lot of streaming services popping up just about everywhere you can imagine, and it's been really difficult to pick one, but I think I finally got the best one.
I don't understand this question. Wait, Sam on Demand.
The answer is E equals MC squared.
Thanks, Sam. I'm hungry. Sam.
Your food is ready.
Thanks, Sam.
Lucas, did you finish your chores?
Sam, you got me?
All done, Lucas.
Thanks, Sam.
I'd like to thank my advisors, Mr. Omar Delgado and Mrs. Christina Insua, and everyone else that worked on this project. Thank you.
The next award goes to Trials of 12, Episode 8. Aiden Cuervo, advisors Rafael Diaz and David Ulloa, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida.
Well, it's not, as once again, you're the first safe.
Yay!
Trashman is safe with 36 votes. And now, for the first time in Trials of 12 history, a tie! What? You two, come with me. Pistons, you get to decide which of the two stays in.
I think Outlet should stay.
But isn't he really strong?
Not anymore. He lost his strength from that bow in episode 4. How else do you think I caught that ball?
That explains a lot. I'd like to thank my mom for supporting me through this year of work on this project and even voice acting in my show. I'd like to thank Mr. Diaz for nominating me, and Carrie and Michael Huang, who created Battle for Dream Island, who inspired me to do all this. Thank you.
And an award also goes to Trials of 12, Episode 13. Aiden Cuervo, advisors Rafael Diaz and David Ulloa, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida.
Welcome back, eliminated contestants.
Let me at him. Nobody locks me up for 8 months and gets away with it.
Okay then. Cassette, where's floppy disk? She died. She died in the lake? Yeah. Has she recovered? Cassette, you don't understand. Dying in that lake means you die permanently.
And now you're a murderer. Can we just get on to the finale?
It's time for the final challenge.
Thank you once again.
All right, he could take a break. Next is category 20, college audio sound. The nominee is Contra la Marea, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. And the student production award goes to Contra la Marea, Gabriela Martinez, advisor Andrew Hernandez, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
Ustedes son lo único que me queda.
Tranquilo que vamos a regresar pronto. Eso sí, estoy seguro.
Ahora en última hora se busca 2 individuos por atentar contra la seguridad presidencial. Última vez listos por la costa sur.
Ahora sí que tenemos pescado para vender.
Congratulations to the recipient. Category 20, high school audio sound. The nominee is Trials of 12, Episode 13, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida. And the student production award goes to Trials of 12, Episode 13, Aiden Cuervo, advisors Rafael Diaz, David Ulloa, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida.
Somewhere on the island is a golden trophy. There are clues around the previous challenge locations that will lead you to it. The first one to touch it will immediately win Trials of 12. Your first clues are at Cary Beach. Begin the Trials of 2. Okay, if I were Hourglass, where would I put one of the clues? Oh, here's one.
Where was that abandoned car? Or go to the sandy cliff. Oh, not that place again.
I'd like to thank you once again for the awards.
Now moving on to category 22, high school editor. The nominees are Crush Soda, St. Brendan High School, Miami, Florida. Binder, The Art That Holds Us Together, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay Television, Weston, Florida. Beautiful Disaster, The Making of Uncle Mike, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida. The student production awards go to Crush Soda, Valeria Lopez, advisor Andres Uzcategui, St. Brendan High School, Miami, Florida.
I want to say thank you for this award. We worked really hard for it, and we're very grateful. And I want to thank my advisor, Uzca, and my parents.
And the award also goes to Binder, The Art That Holds Us Together. Taylon Cummings, Ava Pounder, Maria Ojeda, advisors Taiwo Cummings, Tina Stoklosa, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay Television, Weston, Florida.
I think the arts are the most important thing in life because art is the way humans express themselves and how they've been expressing themselves for as long as human beings have even been alive.
I want to give people something they can relate to and something that they can feel, showing people that like anything is possible, you know, like you can accomplish your dreams.
There's definitely always a meaning behind everything, and people need to just feel something.
I want them to have an escape to inspire their own like well-being and inspire their own life and inspire how they live their life.
Thank you so much. I cannot feel my legs right now. My team wants to thank Ms. Stocklosa and Mr. Cummings for helping us. We also want to thank Beacon TV for giving us the equipment that we needed. And thank you so much.
Now on to category 26, high school writer. The nominees are Brooklyn Always, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida, and Mirkin, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Brooklyn Always, Lucas Artime, Olivia Reyes, advisors Rafael Diaz and David Ulloa, Christopher Columbus High School, Columbus Films, Miami, Florida.
How come we visit Uncle Mike every time we come to Brooklyn?
You see, kid, what you don't know about Uncle Mike is I lived with him one summer before I moved to New York. He used to always say, you gotta start your day with a strong cup of coffee.
Always?
Always.
Hey, Dad?
Hey, kid?
Remember you said we could go to Coney Island the next time we came to Brooklyn?
No.
I want to thank my mom for always letting me and encouraging me to do my best in not just filmmaking but life in general. I want to thank Mr. Diaz and Mr. Ulloa as well as the rest of our crew who came with us to New York to film this. And I also want to thank Olivia for stepping up as helping me write this project, and I had a lot of fun shooting it. Thank you.
The Student Production Award also goes to American Bibiana Eichenberg, advisor Zach Garrett, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida.
Don't worry, Aline. You're safe with me. But how did you get here? Well, I might as well tell you what's going on. We might be stuck here for another couple of hours. So I was sitting alone on the couch playing The Sims as I usually do while my parents eat dinner with my older brother Johnny when suddenly my dad came in and said,
"Why can't you be more like your brother Johnny who studies? Maybe if you did, we'd let you sit at the dinner table."
Typical dad, am I right? Hey, no peeking.
I'd like to thank my parents and my dad, who does let me sit at the dinner table. But yeah, I just wanted to thank them and my wonderful teacher, Mr. Silver and Mr. Garrett. So thank you.
Now on to category 26, college writer. The nominees are Abuela Querida, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. Inspired, Full Sail University, Winter Park, Florida. Contra la Marea, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. And Réplicas de Fuego, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. The Student Production Award goes to Contra la Marea, Michelle Mendoza, advisor Andrew Hernandez, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
Disculpe, la puerta estaba abierta. Mariana, ¿te puedo llamar Mary? ¿Sí? Mary, yo sé que tienes muchas cosas que hacer. Si tú me ayudas, yo pues termino con esto pronto.
Congratulations to the recipient. Category 21, High School Director. The nominee is Live Like Bella, a story of faith, hope, and love. Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Live Like Bella, a story of faith, hope, and love. Sebastian Broach, advisors Omar Delgado and Christina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
But people insisted, you have to watch the Heat game tonight. And when we put it on and saw LeBron James and Dwayne Wade had written hashtag Live Like Bella on their shoes, and it went viral.
I'm so proud to support these efforts in the fight against childhood cancer, and I look forward to the day when cancer becomes a treatable and curable disease.
And after we buried Bella is when we came to the reality of what Bella would have wanted us to do. And that is to tackle the #1 disease killer of children, childhood cancer.
I'd like to thank my advisors, Mr. Omar Delgado, Ms. Christina Insua, Ms. Daniela Rodriguez. I'd also like to thank everyone that was involved with the making of this film, and to the Live Like Bella organization for making this possible and for helping us out along the way. Thank you so much.
Category 21, College Director. The nominee is Contra la Marea, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. And the Student Production Award goes to Contra la Marea, Michelle Mendoza, advisor Andrew Hernandez, Atlantic University College, Guaynabo, Puerto Rico.
Espera hasta mañana que lo preparemos bien.
Si nos quedamos a esperar por ustedes.
Por favor.
Nos vamos, nos vamos.
Congratulations to the recipient. Category 24, High School Talent, News or Sports. The nominees are Andrew Arendt, Anchor Reel, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. Brandon Pinedo, Anchor Reel, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. And Christian Sanchez, Talent Reel, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Andrew Arendt, Anchor Reel. Andrew Arendt, advisors Omar Delgado, Christina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
No. Hey, don't forget you have school tomorrow.
Tomorrow? It feels like break just started. Sometimes school can be such a hassle.
Look, I understand the importance of school and seeking higher education, but I'm starting to get burnt out and I'm just a junior in high school. This lack of motivation is really making me worried about how I'm going to perform in college. So maybe a gap year is what's best for me. Let's weigh it out. With nearly 60,000 students taking a gap year each academic year, there has to be a good reason. This could be to travel, work, or just figure out who you are. But those who oppose it argue the gap years cause a lack of structure, risk of non-return to school, and uncertainty in career progression.
So the one you saw out there was a commentary, but between all of these, there's a story behind every single one of these clips. So I really want to thank my parents who let me go around the state of Florida telling these stories, and to everybody on the teams who have helped me tell these stories. Thank you guys.
The Student Production Award also goes to Christian Sanchez, Talent Reel. Christian Sanchez, advisor Zach Garrett, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida.
Mom and pop shops are businesses that are independently owned that thrive off of being comforting and unique. Unfortunately for them, they're often dominated by large corporations with massive spending power. Whew. Apple, one of the biggest companies in the world, makes over $152 billion per year, while the average family-owned business, $66,400 per year. And in comparison, it would take 2.3 million years for the David to reach the Goliath. I'll take this one, man. This is the one. The NIL stands for, give me a second. Name, image, and likeness. Although college athletes are paid $26,000 to $77,000 per year, high school athletes are not on the same level, popularity or skill-wise. I'd like to thank the National Academy of Television for this award. I also want to thank my parents. Where are you guys? Oh, hi guys, sorry. I want to thank my team, Desmond, Narab, and Dylan. And I also wanted to thank God and my teacher, my beautiful teachers, Mr. Silver and Mr. Garrett. Thank you guys.
Next up is category 24, College, Talent, News, or Sports. The nominees are Daryl Barnes, Talent Reel, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. Nicholas Cruz, Sports Reporting Composite, Florida Atlantic University, Owl TV, Boca Raton, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Daryl Barnes, Talent Reel. Daryl Barnes, advisors, Boreana Treadwell and Edward Julby, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
But this year, things were different. Hecht Residential College has the most Sports Fest wins of all time. But when it was torn down this summer, it opened the door for the traveling trophy to find a less likely home.
Hey Andrew, I'm not gonna lie to you. The Miami Open started off on Tuesday with a little bit of disappointing news. You had a lot of stars pulling out. Iga Swiatek, the #1 women's tennis player, and then also some of the iconic stars on the men's side, like Nadal, Djokovic, they all pulled out of the tournament. But that put more attention on the stars that are playing here.
We all care about our communities and the people in them, but some go above and beyond the role of good friend and good neighbor.
I just want to say thank you so much to everyone in the UMTV program and the University of Miami School of Communications, Professor Boreana Treadwell, Ed Julby, Professor Mora. All you guys have given me incredible opportunities to continue, honing my craft and try and prepare me for the real world after graduation in 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much.
Now to category 9, High School Arts, Entertainment, Cultural Affairs. The nominees are From Maintenance Man to Musician, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. Comfort in Community, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. Nicholas Gallen, Teenage Producer, West Broward High School, West Broward TV, Pembroke Pines, Florida. Reviving Nostalgia, Miami Senior High School, Miami, Florida. And Making Memories One Day at a Time, American Heritage School, Broward, WAHS News, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Nicholas Gallen, Teenage Producer, Nicholas Gallen, Santiago Salazar, Advisor Vidal Chuck Rivera, West Broward High School, West Broward TV, Pembroke Pines, Florida.
What's up? My name is Nicholas Gallen. I'm 17 years old, and I love to produce music. So when it comes to music, I grew up listening to a lot of different genres. Sometimes I listen to house, sometimes I listen to reggaeton, sometimes I listen to rap. And me personally, I was always a much bigger fan of the production side of music rather than lyricism.
Congratulations to the recipient. The award also goes to Reviving Nostalgia, Camila Camacho, Alessandra De Palma, Mateo Ramirez, Stephanie Duarte, advisor Miguel Amaya, Miami Senior High School, Miami, Florida.
Miami roller rink's journey through time is as colorful as the skates that glide across its floors.
This place is historic, it's an icon, and what we want to do here is make memories for the next generation.
For employees like Edley, this roller rink means family.
This brings a lot of monumental memories for me. I remember seeing Screech for my first time from Saved by the Bell here in this establishment at the age of 10.
For over 37 years, this legendary skating rink has become a South Florida sensation. But despite its success over the years, it has nonetheless faced challenges that have threatened its very own existence.
Okay. First, I'm grateful because this is the work of many hours of hard work. I want to thank my advisor, Mr. Amaya, because he has always supported me and always believed in me. And I want to dedicate this award to my mom because she's the reason I'm here. So thank you.
In Category 10, High School Magazine Program, the nominees are Best of Aftershock, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay Television, Weston, Florida. Raider 305, December 2003, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. And The Voyage, November, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. The Student Production Award goes to Best of Aftershock, Andrew Dunham, Maya Wolf, Samantha Duarte, Taylon Cummings, Luisa Hernandez, Nicole Pineros, Mariana Sainin, Maria Ojeda, Brian Bomfim, Ava Pounder, Samantha Rosenzweig, Brady Shea, Tad Bochensky, Sebastian Garcia. Advisor, Taiwo Cummings, Cypress Bay High School, Cypress Bay Television, Weston, Florida.
Coming up on this week's episode of Aftershock, our reporters find a unique music spot, Andrew tells us about space, Zane checks out a local food truck, and much, much more.
What's up, Cypress Bay? I'm Giovanna Sheldon. And I'm Ava Pounder. And the best of Aftershock
Starts now.
Hi, I just want to thank our advisor, Taiwo Cummings, for allowing us to produce this amazing show, and to the crew of Aftershock, we did it. Yes.
In Category 8, High School Public Affairs Community Service, the nominees are Vets on the Water, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. Feel Safe Florida, Arming Up or Up in Arms, Miami Montage High School Summer Program at University of Miami, Miami, Florida. Cultural Appropriation in Costume, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida. Make-A-Wish, American Heritage School, Broward, WAHS News, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. The Student Production Awards go to Cultural Appropriation in Costume, Christian Sanchez, Nirav Budrani, Desmond Howard, Dylan Biondo, advisor Zach Garrett, Gulliver Prep, Raider Vision, Miami, Florida.
This term, cultural appropriation, according to the Cambridge Dictionary, refers to the act of taking or using things from a culture that is not your own, especially without showing that you understand or respect this culture. See, my friend just sent me a picture of his Halloween costume, and as a Cuban American, in my culture, Cuban cigars represent respect and a major portion of my country's wealth. So why should such an important item to my culture be reduced to a Halloween costume? It's trick-or-treating time. Now, my friend probably didn't intend any disrespect, but it's about how he made me feel about my culture that matters. Oh my gosh! Oh, now this brings up intent for...
Once again, I just want to thank my team, Desmond, Nirav, Mr. Garrett. We all stayed on the call super late. So yeah, I just appreciate every single one of you. But thank you.
The award also goes to Make-A-Wish, Emma Pudney, Advisor Cassie Allen, American Heritage School, Broward, WAHS News, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Running is not only a way to exercise, but also a way to come together for a good cause.
That cause being to grant wishes to kids with life-threatening illnesses.
The walk today is our biggest fundraiser, both for our club and for Make-A-Wish of Southern Florida. They raise almost $300,000 with this walk. Every wish costs somewhere around $5,000. So not only can we sponsor a wish for our club, but then Make-A-Wish can fulfill wishes for the year.
And fulfill a wish they did, as American Heritage raised almost $5,000, enough to grant a child their lifelong dream.
Thank you so much. I'm actually the president of my school's Make-A-Wish chapter now, so it shows how you can get involved with your community through journalism. I want to thank my advisors, Miss Allen, Miss Jennifer Herrera-West from Local 10 News, verified on Instagram, and Mr. Lamont, and then also Drew Bank and Miles Rothschild, who are here, who I spend 2 hours with every morning in the studio. Thank you.
In Category 8, College Public Affairs Community Service, the nominees are Florida grandmother loses battle to live in a treehouse she's occupied for 17 years, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. And Proyecto Hacienda Tres Ángeles, Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo, UPRA WebTube Arecibo, Puerto Rico. The Student Production Award goes to Florida grandmother loses battle to live in a treehouse she's occupied for 17 years. Harvey Duplock, advisor, Boriana Treadwell, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
So nice and quiet. Good girl.
72-year-old Shawnee Chasser calls herself a hippy-dippy, tree-hugging grandma, but she does more than hug trees. She lives in them.
Started a long time ago. I've lived in teepees. I traveled around the country in my van protesting the war and other things. The last thing I wanted to do was live in a tree.
But what is it about living in a tree house that makes it better than an actual house?
Everything from the trees to the flowers, to the rainstorms, to the croaking frogs all night long.
She has lived in tree houses since 1990, but in 2006, she bought this amazing property in Miami for her son, Joshua.
I would like to thank my faculty advisor, Professor Treadwell, for showing me this idea and letting me cover it. I'd also like to thank Shawnee for letting me film her life or a portion of it. I really hope she's gone ahead and built another treehouse, but we'll only see. So thank you.
All right, the final awards I will be presenting this evening are for Newscast. In Category 1, High School Newscast, the nominees are The Rise, Doral Academy Preparatory, Firebird TV, Doral, Florida. CCNN Live, 10/25/2023, Christopher Columbus High School. CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. CCNN Live, 11/29/23, Christopher Columbus High School. CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. CCNN Live, 1/22/2024, Christopher Columbus High School. CCNN Live, Miami, Florida. And WB in the AM, West Broward High School, West Broward TV, Pembroke Pines, Florida. The Student Production Awards go to CCNN Live, 10/25/23, Carlos Soto Angulo, Adrian Perez, Andrew Arendt, Christopher Gonzalez, Lucas Pataya, Morgan Lewis, Rodolfo Gonzalez, Thomas Zarut, advisors Omar Delgado, Christina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
Good morning, Columbus. I'm Andrew Arndt. And I'm Carlos Soto Angulo. And on today's show, we're going to tell you a little bit about an off-duty pilot who tried disrupting an Alaskan Airlines flight's engines.
That's right, Andrew. And a Florida woman was arrested for a DUI after traveling 120 miles per hour. These stories and more coming up.
CCNN Live starts now.
Waking up with CCNN Live. Waking up with CCNN Live. Waking up with CCNN Live. Waking up
Hello, I'd like to thank my parents, my advisors, Mr. Delgado and Mrs. Insua, my co-producer, Chris Gonzalez, that wouldn't be able to happen without him, and everybody who worked on this project. Thank you.
And the award also goes to CCNN Live 122-2024, Carlos Soto Angulo, Andrew Arendt, Adrian Perez, Christopher Gonzalez, Lucas Batalla, Thomas Zarut, Morgan Lewis, Rodolfo Gonzalez, advisors Omar Delgado, Christina Insua, Christopher Columbus High School, CCNN Live, Miami, Florida.
Students like Rafa will continue to use jiu-jitsu to propel themselves to a more powerful future with dedication and a will to succeed. For CCNN Live, I'm Marcos Montesino, reporting.
Well, Andrew, it's great to see young people practicing the sport of jiu-jitsu.
Definitely, Carlos, but I have to be honest with you. If I practiced the sport, I'd be terrified to get the wind knocked out of me.
Well, on the topic of wind, when I was getting to school today, my hair was all over the place. So let's hand it off to CCNN Live's weatherman, Adrian Perez, to tell us about today's conditions. Thanks, guys, and good morning, Columbus. I'm Adrian Perez with your weather forecast for today. It is currently 67 degrees, and it's feeling about the same due to an average humidity of 66%. There is a nice breeze blowing east at 11 miles per hour.
I just want to say thank you to my advisors, Mr. Delgado, Ms. D, and Ms. Insua, for pushing us to be better and better every day. I want to say thank you to my parents for always supporting me, and my co-producer, Morgan Lewis, who I couldn't produce the show without him. Thank you.
And now for the final award of the evening, Category 1 College Newscast. The nominee is News Vision 10/19/2023, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida. And the Student Production Award goes to News Vision 10/19/2023, Caitlin Kucharski, Maddie Vasalik, Finn Wilson, Daryl Creary, Simone Werner, Quinn Davidson, Wyatt Koppelman, advisors Boreana Treadwell, Ben Ezzi, University of Miami, UMTV, Miami, Florida.
Tonight on News Vision, Israel at war. A conflict that's raging thousands of miles away hits close to home for many UM students and Miami residents.
They're seeing innocent people die on both sides. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim or Christian, like no one should have to go through this.
Plus, one hotel in South Beach may turn into more permanent housing for some low-income residents, a decision that is causing controversy.
We should be people to push forward, start a lawsuit. This way other cities can join us. I'm positive that they will.
And later on, how a boxing gym in Miami is helping at-risk youngsters stay safe.
The overall goal of my life is to teach people to fight and be strong and be fully self-expressed and learn to honor themselves. So our slogan is we teach kids to fight so they don't.
I just want to thank our cast and crew as well as the engineers. We wouldn't be able to do it without any of you guys. And I also want to thank our amazing advisors, Professor Treadwell and Professor Ezzi. And yeah, thank you so much.
What an evening, right? On behalf of the Suncoast chapter, the Suncoast Student Production Awards Committee and presenters, congratulations to all of this evening's nominees and awards recipients. A special thanks to our amazing production crew and team that worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this evening a reality. What a pleasure it's been to celebrate your work and amazing accomplishments, and especially wonderful to do so in person. You are the future, and it is indeed an honor to share this moment in time with you. We hope you enjoyed this year's Student Production Awards, and we look forward to seeing all of you back in 2025. Until then, stay well and enjoy your summer. Advisors, don't forget to pick up certificates from Carla and Debbie. Thank you, everyone. Good evening.